Hey cuties! I hope you're doing so well. We've got a lot going on in today's video, so let me just get straight into telling you what we're doing. First of all, the LA-based company Nail Reserve reached out to me, and they wanted to send me a few of their gel polishes so I could share them with you guys. And from what I know about this company, they're super great. They pledge 9 free of 9 harmful chemicals. They're cruelty-free and they're vegan, so I'm super excited to try those today. Second of all, I've been watching a lot of content from a creator on YouTube. She goes by Muya. I will of course link her channel down below, and she does a lot of work with the sculpting gel, and I've been super inspired by her content recently. So I bought myself a set of sculpting gel from Temu, and I'm gonna incorporate it into the set today, and I am so excited to do so. So it's gonna be my first time using sculpting gel. And also I have some new tips to try out sent to me by a brand new company on Amazon. They go by Betty Cora. I will of course have that link down below as well, so a lot of things linked below. But anyway, let's just get into this. I'm going to start off by swatching the gels that I got from Nail Reserve. I'm pretty sure formerly known as Nail Addict, and showing you the things, the stuff, I'm going to show you some stuff. We're going to do some nails. It's going to be a great time. Let's go. So first of all, I have this package from Nail Reserve, and I think that they used to go by the name Nail Addict, but they're a Los Angeles based gel manicure company, and they focus really on having non-toxic materials, being vegan, so that's really cool because I love animals and I'm vegetarian. Actually, I'm pescatarian, but yeah, so let's go through these colors that I've got. Came in this really cute packaging, except there was a shite ton of this stuff. Okay, let's go. So the first color I got was Pink Addict, and of course I'll swatch all of them after I've gone through all of them. Oh my gosh, I put lotion on and now I cannot open these. One second. There we go. Dude, and these kind of weirdly smell like bubblegum. It smells like you added bubblegum scent to gel polish, but it's not bad, right? So yeah. Anyway, so there's this one. So we've got Pink Addict, Less is More, Fire Show, Sisters Before Misters, Majestic Love, and Jack-o'-lantern. If you couldn't tell, I did have spooky nails in mind when I chose these out. For this set that I did for that short using the Roslyn gels, I couldn't resist. I saw Spirit Halloween for the first time yesterday, for the first time this year, and so I just had to do something a little spooky. Also, I really like how these are you can see the color at the top, because whenever I'm storing them like this in a container, like a big box, so it's really nice to be able to see the color on the top. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch all of these real quick. So here are all the colors, and you guys, I'm so happy with these colors. They are so pretty. Look at how nice that these leveled out. And this orange one, I don't know if you can tell, but it has little shimmers in it. I'm gonna get so much use out of this during spooky season. I can't even. And when I was picking these out, I kind of had either a Kuromi set or a Scream set in mind, one of those kind of spooky, edgy sets. So that's definitely something that we're gonna do today. And also, you guys, I was so excited when this company reached out to me because there's a lot of values that they hold that I am totally on board with, like being cruelty-free and vegan, and they're such great quality and they smell like bubblegum. And you guys, they gave me a 50% off discount code for you, and the code is just Anne Elizabeth, and I think that that's a really great deal. These are big bottles. They're 15 milliliters, they're glass, and they're really nice. So I was super excited to learn about this company. I didn't even know about it, but I love that they reached out to me. I'm so excited. I hope I get to work with them more in the future, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys, and I can't wait to use these. That's that. Let's get on to the other things that I have to show you though, because there are a few other things. Okay, so next, this other company from Amazon reached out to me. They're a brand new company on Amazon, as I understand it. It's called Betty Cora. They allowed me to pick out a couple of their tips, and they also sent me this 8-in-1 nail glue. 8-in-1 nail glue, guys? What in the world? Okay, so let's see. 8-in-1. That includes base coat, nail glue gel, slip solution, nail strengthener, nail builder gel, rhinestone adhesive, blooming gel, and color mixing. Okay, well, that's cool. I could always use more nail glue gel because that's all I use to apply my tips, even if they're not full cover. They also sent me some rhinestone glue gel, which I will probably try today. And then this is really the star of the show because this is definitely what I'm going to be using today. So I picked out their like extra long square tips. So I'm definitely going to be trying these today. Probably do some acrylic or poly gel. I haven't decided yet. And I also picked out these extra long stiletto full cover tips because I don't have any this long, and these look so nice. Like this shape looks so nice. I'm really excited to use these whenever I do some stiletto tips. But yeah, I don't remember if they gave me a discount code for you guys, but if they did, I'll put it here and I'll also put it down in the description. Okay, so here's the last thing that I have to show you guys, and I am so excited about these. It's like the 3D or 4D, I guess, sculpting gel. I got this one off of Temu and I'm really excited to try to use it today. It came in this pack of 12 and it also has a little tool. So I actually have sculpted little things to put on my nails in the past. My first set, actually, I sculpted a little bunny out of like just normal Sculpey baked clay, and then I glued it on with like gel. I love sculpting things out of clay, so I'm super excited to use these. I think that this could become totally something that I love to do. Oh, I am just so excited for this set. Okay, in here, oh, what? Okay, that's weird. I thought that this tool that they sent was going to be like for the sculpting gel, but it's actually just like a brush, which is kind of weird. Like, why would you send a brush with sculpting gel? I mean, it's not a bad brush, but yeah, so there's that. Luckily, I do have a bunch of like clay tools for sculpting tiny things because that's like a hobby that I've had since I was in middle school. So I'm super excited about this. But now that I've showed you guys everything, like, let's just get into the set, shall we? First things first though, let me go remove these real quick and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my hand ready and everything. I removed the last set, but before we can do the nails, first things first, I decided that I want the base of these nails to be like acrylic, and I want it to be black because I am gonna go for a Kuromi set, but I don't have any black acrylic, and the black acrylic that I want is specific. I want it to be like kind of like a jelly black, but also kind of glittery, like sparkly. So we're gonna mix up a custom black. So I've got my clear acrylic powder. Okay, so I'm going to use this black mica powder, pure black. Also, there is a plane that is passing over my house right now. It is literally taking like 20 minutes to pass by, it seems like, which is really annoying. So sorry about that. Okay, I put a lot of black mica powder in there, so I think that should be good. Hopefully it's not too much. Okay, and then I have this hollow black glitter that I just got from like Michael's or Joann's or something like a while ago. And I actually have it for my resin projects, but it is perfect for this. So I'm going to add some of that in there. Oh, shit, I added a lot. Okay, that just came pouring out. I'm sure it's fine though. And now time for the clear acrylic. And of course I'm making a mess. Wipe that up. And let's shake it up. All right, now let's swatch this bad boy. Okay, 100% failed at my job to make it a jelly black because that is like black as midnight. That is super dark, but you know what? It's fine. I think that'll work. So we're just gonna go with it. Let's just swatch it properly real quick and give this little jar a label. I got these new little stiletto swatch sticks for swatching my custom acrylics because I think there's just so much more room. They're so cute. Also, I literally swear that the entire Air Force is like passing over my house at the moment. And I'm naming it New Moon because new moon is like the phase of the moon when the moon is completely dark and then the sky is just like black. So there's our custom acrylic that we're going to be using. Epic. Here's what the swatch looks like. It literally just looks like a black hole. In person though, you can see a little bit of the glitter. I do kind of wish that I made it a little bit clearer. I think it's actually a really cool black, just like this, so we're going to go with it. Alright, so I went ahead and sized out all of my tips. here they are. And just one thing I noticed about these tips is that I think they're tapered square, and also they're very flat. So if your nails aren't as sculpted, then these are definitely a good option, I think. Okay, so I'm going to be applying them using this 8-in-1 nail glue gel, and this does have to be cured in a UV lamp, so that's what I'm gonna do. But before I do that, I am going to buff out my nails real quick because I did put a protective base coat on there of just like some hard gel. So I'm gonna buff this, and I've been really preferring to use nail glue gel that needs to be cured in a UV lamp to adhere all of my tips, because I just find that it just makes them feel so much more secure than if I just use regular nail glue. I just have better peace of mind when I'm like filing them that they're not going to pop off. That's why you never see me using like regular nail glue to adhere my tips anymore. And I'm just going to prep my tips using some primer, just etching them where the tip is going to meet my nail. And then since this is a nail glue and a base coat, I'm not going to apply a separate base coat on my nail first. So to put it on, what I'm going to do is put a thin layer of the nail glue gel on the tip where it's going to meet my nail, just like you would a normal nail glue. Then I'm going to place it on as straight as I can and flash cure it. And there we go. It's stuck on there pretty well, but it's not fully cured yet. I'm going to fully cure them all together at the end. So I'm just going to attach the other 4 of them now. Okay, so now that I've got them all on, I'm going to cure them for a full minute. And although the length on these is absolutely gorgeous, it is a bit too long for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and clip them down at 10 magnets length. That's much better for me. And now I'm just going to go in with my e-file and my sanding band and just file down a little bit where the tip meets my natural nail, and also buff the entire tip. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply a base coat to the tips because I actually want to try to do something that Muya does with a lot of her sets, which is paint a design on the tip before applying the acrylic, so that when you apply the acrylic, you can see the design from underneath the nail. Isn't that the coolest idea, bro? Like, that's epic. I know that she does that all the time, and that's who I've seen do it, is her, which is why I'm inspired to do it with this set. Okay, and then the design that I want to do underneath the acrylic that is going to be seen through the tip, you know, like that pink little skull that's on Karomi's head? I want to do those. I want to do like a couple of those little skulls and maybe like a couple little pink hearts in pink. And I'm going to do those on the tip so that you can see them from underneath. And I'm going to be using the Pink Addict color because I think this color is literally perfect. Yes, I love this pink so much. So let's see if I can do this. Nope, that's bad. That's bad. I'm trying again. Wipey wipe. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, I just spent the past like 20 minutes trying to draw that skull properly, and bro, it is so much harder than I thought it was going to be, and I really don't feel like putting myself through that for all 5 of these. So I changed my mind. I'm just going to do little hearts. So we're just gonna have little hearts peeking through the bottom. Just gotta pick and choose your battles, you know what I mean? Okay, so I did end up having to touch them up a lot, like a millimeter away from my face, because whenever I'm filming it, I have to be like at least 1.5 feet away from my face. Otherwise, my head's gonna be directly over my nail and in the camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and add hearts like this to the rest of my nails, and I'll be right back for the acrylic application. Okay, so I've got all the little hearts drawn on. How cute! I'm so excited for this. I think this is gonna be so cute. Oh my goodness. Low-key, a set that's just like clear with hearts would be super cute. I'm so excited for it to be like seen through the bottom. I think it's gonna be so epic. Okay, so it's time to lay down the acrylic. And you guys, look at this really cool like little dish thing that I found at Home Goods. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be for candles, but I'm using it as a dapping dish, you guys. All right, like that's kind of epic. So just wanted to show y'all that. I think it was only like $12. So I'm just gonna start by putting a primer wherever I didn't put a base coat. So basically like wherever the tip isn't. And let's not waste time. Let's just start getting this acrylic down, shall we? I'm using like a size 12 brush this time, which might be a little big. I'm trying to like not force myself to finish my sets in one sitting, because I just get like super impatient and like bored of sitting at my desk for so long, and then I feel like I just kind of like rush through it, and then it doesn't end up being as good as it could be if I really like spent time. Okay, so it's actually the next morning. Don't mind how extremely crusty and extremely irritated my cuticles look. There was a lot of filing that needed to be done, but let me just say, look at these. Can I just say that I think this is my best acrylic application so far. I'm so proud of these, and I didn't encapsulate them because that's too much work and I didn't want to, and that was gonna make them super thick. You know what's kind of crazy? Literally, I have never done a set of acrylics where I didn't encapsulate something, and I think that that's why I kept making them so thick. But like, since I didn't have to encapsulate these, they're looking so crisp, and I'm so happy about them. If this goes well, this could be literally my favorite set that I've ever done, and I'm super excited about that. Let's do some nail art. Okay, so I picked out these sculpting gels. I picked out this light pink one, this hot pink one, a white, and a black, because I think these are really the only colors I'm gonna need for a Kuromi set. This set is obviously going to be a pink and black one. I know some sets for Kuromi are purple and black, but I honestly prefer the pink and black when it comes to like the Kuromi color themes. So we're gonna make it pink and black. I also have all of these little sculpting tools that I was talking about, and I just picked these up at Michael's for like my sculpting crafts, and these definitely come in handy, so I think that I'm gonna get some use out of these. I'm going to use the Nail Reserve Gel. I think that I'm mostly just going to be sticking to these two because this is going to be pink and black. So the less is more, and the Pink Addict. And I think that I want to sculpt Kuromi on this middle nail, but I think that I want to do it on top of a background that is like, you know, like the repeating hearts. You'll see. That's what I'm going to do though. So before I forget, I'm going to apply a base coat. Okay, so there's the base coat, and this acrylic looks so much prettier with like the base coat on it because you can see the sparkles. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. You guys, I love making custom acrylics. So what I am going to do is I am actually going to alternate between like the sparkly pink, which is this one, Love is More. I'm gonna put some of that on here. And then just like this regular pink that we use to do the hearts. And I'm gonna do my very best to keep this in frame for you guys. I'm just gonna start in the middle with a regular heart. Perfect. I think that's a perfect heart. So I'm just gonna flash cure that for like 10 seconds. And now I'm gonna take my longer line art brush with the sparkly pink, and I'm going to just make like the outline of a heart. Okay, let me just clean this up really close to my face real quick. It's literally perfect. Oh my goodness. If this continues to go this well, I think that this is going to be so amazing. It's going to be so cute. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to continue to do the same thing. Pretty self-explanatory. Just continuing to alternate between the colors. So here's the problem. You know how I said I was going to put Kuromi on top of this one? Well, this came out way too perfect, and there's no way I'm covering it up with like a big Kuromi in the center. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and top coat this one because I love it so much, and we're gonna put Kuromi on the ring finger. My handy dandy top coat. And these like pink polishes, I was actually surprised that it showed up so opaque on top of the black acrylic. So cute. You guys, I have high hopes for this set. Let's do the Kuromi finger. That's definitely going to be this one. So let me just start off with a base coat. And then I don't really want this one to just be like a plain black background. So I think I'm just gonna do like some pink swirly lines, if you know what I mean. So just like taking my super long liner brush, making some swirls. Okay, so I just flash cured that for 10 seconds, and I am doing a bunch of like touching up and cleaning up super close to my face. So that's why like you see me do it on camera, and then I flash cured, I come back and it's like much cleaner. So now I'm just going to take like that same shimmery pink, and I'm gonna do like another parallel swirl, more like a wiggly line to be honest. I was just gonna do 2 swirls, but I think that I'm just going to like continue alternating them maybe because, I don't know, it just looks too plain with those 2. I definitely need to put one on this side as well. Do I leave it with 3 or do I put 2 more? Okay, actually I'm gonna put more. I don't know. This is hard. Never know when to stop. We've got the swirls. So now we're gonna do Kuromi, and I'm gonna do Kuromi before I top coat it, I think. I don't know, that just sounds like the best idea to me because I do want to like top coat Kuromi herself. So I'm just gonna wipe it off with some alcohol to get rid of any stickiness because I don't want lint sticking to it. And now let's do some sculpting, shall we? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sculpt out Kuromi with the black sculpting gel, and then I'm just going to paint on the face. So I'm just going to take out a little bit with my cuticle pusher. And yes, I know, should probably be wearing gloves to handle this since it is like gel, but you know what, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it, but you know what? You should use gloves, okay? You probably should use gloves because if your skin is more sensitive, you could get a bad allergic reaction and you do not want that. Okay, so we're just gonna start off by sculpting like the little head, and I do have my reference open to the side. I do want to make this small. I don't want her to be protruding from my nail too much. That looks good to me for a head. Okay, so now we're gonna do the little ears, and her ears are like little triangles, and I want them to be the same size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a bigger ball than I need, and I'm gonna cut it in half. Hopefully like equal halves, and that way we have 2 equal little balls. This will be one ear and this will be the other one, and they'll be equal. Nice. I'm just gonna put it there, and we're gonna sculpt it into a triangle using our little tools. And I think I definitely used a little too much, so I'm just gonna scrape a little bit off. Okay, so I think that's the best that I could get the little triangle. Definitely had to work on it for a while, super close to my face. And then Kuromi does have like a tiny little... Oop. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, there goes my top coat. Great. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that there and we're gonna use that. My tabletop is glass and it is clean. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. Okay, yep. Out of sight, out of mind. Forget about that. All right. As I was saying before that incident happened, Kuromi has like a little circle ball thing at the end of her ear. So just gonna put that there. That looks bad. That looks bad. Okay, that definitely looks kind of weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and cure it, and then I'm gonna try to do the exact same thing for the other ear. And then what I'm actually gonna do is try to file it a bit to clean it up, and I'll be right back so we can do the face. That took a minute, not even gonna lie to you, a lot of filing. The ears aren't perfectly even, I don't think. A little wonky, but I'm definitely happy enough to just leave it like that. I think that's a pretty good Kuromi head. So let's paint the face, shall we? I'm going to need a teeny tiny brush for this. Perfect. I'm just going to use some white gel polish. Definitely going to require 2 coats, that's for sure. Okay, and let's do a second coat. Okay, so we've got the little face painted on there. 2 coats. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes and nose and mouth and that little tiny skull that goes on her off camera. Like, I'm so sorry, that is not going to happen without it being a millimeter away from my eyeballs. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I will be back in 1 magical second. I told you, just 1 magical second. And look at that, it's so cute. Oh, I'm so happy with it. But yes, that took absolutely forever. It was crazy. Yeah, so let's top coat this before literally anything can happen to it. And then I am going to use this top coat that I spilt because I am not wasteful. Things cost money, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, you guys, how perfect! Oh my goodness, you guys, this is turning out so well. And let me tell you, I'm literally trying to spend as much time as I need on each nail. So I think like altogether this set is going to end up taking me over 10 hours. But you know what? It's going to be worth it. It's also why you're probably seeing this video on like a Friday or Saturday instead of a Thursday, because I really don't want to rush it because I love Kuromi and I want to give her all the time and respect she deserves. Adorable. Like, look at the little skull. Like, you can't even see it that well because my camera can't focus that close, but like, look at it. It's so cute. Okay, so let's do the pointer finger now. I have a plan for this. I want to sculpt the little skulls, like, you know, the little skull on her forehead. I want to sculpt like 3 of them, like 1, 2, 3 in a row. And I want them to have each like different expressions. So of course, I'm just going to start off with a base coat. And I am going to top coat the undersides of them at the end. So all of them at the end. And there's 2 different pinks that I have to choose from. There's this. Ooh, okay, yeah, I think that this is definitely going to be the one I go with. It's a lot more pastel compared to this one, which is like super hot pink, which is also super pretty, but not really what I'm going for. Kuromi is more like pastel pink. And I'm gonna start off by getting like 1 big ball. I'm really enjoying using this 4D sculpting gel. Like, I think it's definitely going to be incorporated in so many more of my sets. Okay, so I'm gonna get 1 big ball and I'm gonna cut it in 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. I am just going to put each of them on my nail. I'm going to try to equally space them out. We'll do 1 here, 1 here, and 1 up here. And just with my fingers, I'm just kind of like shaping them into like the oval, because like these skulls, like the Kuromi skull, is a little bit more of like an oval shape. And I'll just use the help of my little tool just a bit. And once I'm happy with these little ovals, I'm just gonna flash cure it. And then I'm just gonna finish off the skull like shape with another little piece of pink. So again, I'm gonna roll it and this time make it a lot thinner and then cut it into 3 pieces and then just kind of shape it into a little rectangle more or less and put it right there. There we go. See, now it's like a little skull shape. So cute. So I'm just going to do that for the other 3 real quick. We've got the 3 little skull shapes. I think the bottom of the skull kind of progressively gets a tiny bit bigger as you go down, but you know what? It's fine. We're gonna say that's intentional. And it's super cute, so I don't care. I'm just going to take my buffer now, and I'm gonna buff these out because there is a little bit of like lint and stuff on them, and they're not perfectly smooth. So I'm just gonna buff them to try to get rid of the lint and also make them a little bit more smooth. And wipe it down. And perfect. Those shapes are so cute, and oh my goodness, they feel so smooth, so soft. I love this sculpting gel, and you guys, it cures perfectly hard. Like, it cures solid, not like that other like weird solid gel stuff that I used before that cleared like still like kind of squishy. Nah, this is solid. This is solid and it's smooth, not sticky at all. I love that so much. Okay, so now let's get to doing the little faces. Okay, so for the first face, I'm going to do just like little heart eyes. And then on the second skull, I'm going to just do like little cross eyes, like little X's. For the last skull, I'm gonna try to do these little like swirly eyes. Okay, so those swirls, they took a minute and they had to be really close to my face, but I did it and they're there. Now I'm gonna give this a top coat, property top coat. But before I do that, I'm gonna clean it with some alcohol real quick just to make sure no dirt gets stuck under the top coat. And I'm just gonna continue to use this top coat that I so conveniently spilled all over my tabletop. And I actually decided that I want to do the little clay sculpting things. I want to top coat them with a matte top coat. So after I top coat the whole thing in a glossy top coat, I'm gonna go back in with a matte top coat, and I'm gonna put a matte top coat on the little skulls, and I'm also gonna go back and put a matte top coat on the little Kuromi as well. Actually, now that I see it with the glossy top coat, I don't know if I want to put a matte top coat on it. It looks so nice glossy. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave this one glossy. Maybe next time I'll do matte. You guys, I know some of you want me to do like a matte top coat. I'll get around to it. I will at some point. I promise. Just not this one. Not this one. This one's just too cute. Glossy. So let's move on to the pinky. Okay, so I think that for the pinky, I'm going to do like little drips dripping from like the top. So I'm just gonna start with my dotting tool and like this darker, more opaque pink. And then I'm gonna take my line art brush and I'm gonna like drag it up. And I think I'm also going to make a couple going down the sides over here. I'm like so happy that I think that I'm gonna be really happy with the set at the end, because I'm not gonna lie, like the past few sets that I've done, I haven't been like 100% happy with them. Like I've been like 85% happy with them, but I haven't been like super stoked about them. And it's just like, I really miss just like feeling super stoked about a set and like wanting to keep it on for as long as possible, because it's like just such a good feeling to have about your set. That's how you always want to feel about your nails or anything you do, to be honest, like any artwork. Yo, I forgot to put a base coat on this. Oh, that's so annoying. Why do I do this? Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna finish this and then I'll put a base coat on before I put the second layer. I don't know if I should put a base coat. I don't know if I'm gonna sculpt anything on here. If I do, it's gonna be like a little heart probably. So I'm just gonna put a base coat on just like, you know, for like good measure. Okay, so now that we have a base coat on, I'm actually gonna go over these drips again with a second layer, but this time I'm not gonna use the same pink. This time I'm gonna use that shimmery pink. Also, when I'm doing this, I'm doing it so slowly when I'm editing it, and it's like looking like I'm doing it so fast. Like obviously I'm speeding it up like 3 to 5 times the speed I'm doing it. So just keep that in mind. You know what? It low-key looks super cute just like that. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this without putting anything else on here, because for the thumb, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna sculpt a heart in the center and then do spider webs coming out of it. Oh, I think that would be so good. Okay, let's top coat this real quick. Let's top coat it. Let's top coating it. I'm getting so excited for the final product, you guys. I love these so much. If you couldn't tell, if I haven't said that already, just know that I love them a lot. This set is making me like realize like my love for nail art, because like sometimes I'm just like doing them because sometimes I'm just like doing my nails and like I'm just getting like super caught up in how they look, but they're not like turning out how I want them to. But the way that these are turning out is making me so happy. That just goes to show you, like, whenever you get in a slump or whatever, don't give up. Like, just keep trying, because there's always a good set waiting down the line. Cute. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thumb. I'm so excited for the thumb. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Okay, wipe. Cleanse. And let's not forget our base coat this time. And then we're gonna use the same pink. Scoop out a healthy chunk. It's so satisfying to scoop this stuff out. I love it so much. I'm telling you guys, like, if you've never tried this stuff out before, this is your sign to try it, because I love it. And let me tell you, I'm going to be using it a lot more. So I just started with a little triangle type thingy, and let me try to put this in the middle as best I can. I think that's good. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to take my little tool and I'm going to split it right down the middle, little crack. And then kind of like pinch it at the bottom, flatten it out, touch it up a little bit. That was like the easiest heart ever. So cute. Okay, so it's fully cured now. We're just gonna buff it out a bit, smooth it out. Beautiful. So cute. Should I draw like a little black cross in the middle of it? I think that would be so adorable. I think we're going to put a little cross in the middle of this. Perfect. I'm just gonna cure that and then put a second layer. I literally do not know how these nails get so linty. It's like literally like the Linty Express over here. So let's just do like a big spider web coming out of the heart. I think I'm gonna use like the regular pink that I've been using. I don't know if I'll put the sparkly one over it or not. Let's just do this spider web and then decide after we see what it looks like. I'm gonna try to do the majority of it on camera, but don't be surprised if I end up doing some of it off camera. So here is the spider web. I think this is coming together so well. That looks so epic. Oh, you guys, I just like can't even describe to you how proud I am of this set so far. I'm not done because I was thinking of literally going over all of the spider web with the shimmery pink, and I think I'm just gonna do that real quick. Okay, so here it is now. I like how I added the shimmery stuff on top. I think it makes it look super cute. And I didn't clean it up too much because I kind of liked how it made it look kind of like hazy or like webby or whatever, but there is like something that I feel like is a little off about this nail, and I think I'm gonna try to fix it by going around the heart, like just the edges of the heart, with black. Also, I did go over the little cross with the shimmery pink as well, and I did that off camera. I'm just gonna do black border off camera as well because I want to be like super careful about not getting it on the web, and I will be back. Okay, so I added the little black outline around the heart, and I think that it did kind of help, like just bring the whole thing together. I think that the heart kind of stands out a bit more now. It kind of looks like it has a little shadow or something, which is cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and top coat this baby. Epic, epic. Oh my goodness. Okay, like, oh, I love these so much. Like, I don't even know like how I'm gonna take these off when it's time to take them off. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna like try to keep these on for as long as possible, which means doing I still gotta top coat the underneath. It's super crusty under there. So okay, so I actually found an old toothbrush and I scrubbed the bottoms of them as best as I could. So I think this is as good as they're gonna get. So I'm just gonna go ahead and top coat them. Just gonna use up the little last remaining remnants of whatever I spilt on my table. And even if you don't have designs on the like on the underbellies of your nails, you can just top coat them as like a good practice to help keep them clean. It just helps like the dust not to stick under there as easily. You guys, they're finished. My masterpiece is finished. Like, oh my goodness. I am looking at these like I can't believe I did this. Like I did these. I love them so much. So much. Okay, like let me just do like some nice hand care to take care of these crusty hands and cuticles while I share with you guys like my finishing thoughts. I like to just take all my rings off when I do my hand skincare. So first I just start with like some hand cream. I love this Trader Joe's pumpkin body butter. Like keep an eye out for this, you guys. It's fall is coming and this stuff is amazing. I love it. Like I actually used an entire one of this. Like this one I think is like my sister's that I like stole from her. Oh, and also if you have long nails, always get the cream out like that. Don't like dig it out. Anyway, you guys, like all of these products that I used today, the gel polishes from Nail Reserve, the 3D sculpting gel, 4D sculpting gels, the new tips from Betty Cora, like I love all of these supplies so much. I think these are gonna be like some of my new go-to products for like nail art and like tip. Okay, and then I have this cuticle like care cream stuff. I got this from Amazon and I'm gonna start trying to use it more often because let's be real, my cuticles are in need of some help. I think I'm definitely getting better at like using my e-file, but I do still kind of like rub up against my cuticles or nip them sometimes, so they are pretty irritated. And there we go. Now my hands are all nice and taken care of. Anyway guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. You know that I enjoyed making it and I love these nails. I'm literally in love with the set so much. I'm definitely gonna try to do more of these like more intricate sets where I just like sit down and take my time and do some cute nail art. So let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know which characters I should do next for like a 3D sculpting nail art set. Definitely give this video a like if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already to support me and like see more of my videos if you want to, you know what I'm saying? I hope that you're having the most beautiful, greatest day ever. Go enjoy your life. I will see you in the next one, cutie. Bye. Mwah.